Hello, my wonderful quiz players. Welcome to the first of Danger Dave's Big Bastard Quizzes. Now, as you know, I do many quizzes around Norwich, and I thought during this horrible lockdown, I thought I'd bring the quizzes to you at home through the wonders of technology, no matter how much of a pain in the arse it is. So, first of all, before we get started, I would like to say a big thank you to Lewis and Elliot for helping me do the wonderful titles you just saw. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you to the makers of The Sims for doing the music at the beginning, and you will find out later on some more music from The Sims games. And I would like to commemorate the quiz, tonight's quiz, to Clive Stubbs, another Norwich quizmaster, fantastic actor and magician who sadly passed away several weeks ago. This is for you, Clive. Hope you're watching wherever you are. So, before we get started, the rules. Make sure you have a pen and paper ready. You will be writing down the questions as I read them. The answers, I should say. If you have downloaded and printed out one of the quiz sheets I provided with you, that's absolutely fantastic. If you don't have a printer or you haven't printed one out yet, that's absolutely fine. Just use any bit of paper you can. Pen that works, ideally as well. That would be ideal. And most importantly, a big glass of booze. Obviously, this is going to be a boozy quiz. So, chin chin. Now, this is obviously a fun quiz. Can't really do the rules of marking and things like that. But obviously, don't cheat if you can. Don't cheat. It is a fun quiz, and you're only cheating yourselves. Don't give any answers away in the comments either. You're just being a dick, basically. So don't do that. And most of all, just get really pissed and have a good, fun time. So, if you've been to a quiz before, there will be 6 rounds of 10 questions. There will be a break in between as well. And one more thing before I get started. It's taken me a hell of a lot of time to set this up. It's been an absolute nightmare. So, hopefully you do enjoy tonight's quiz. There will be one, hopefully every week as well, either Tuesday or Wednesday. It's Wednesday this week because of YouTube technical difficulties. I have set up a raffle, as there can't be a real prize for adjudicated quiz scores. I have set up a raffle. The link is in the about section of the YouTube channel, and I have posted links to it on various social media sites. Even in the comments box of this YouTube live feed, there is a link, the second one down from the top. Click that, £2 a ticket, buy as many tickets as you wish. A portion of it will go to charity as well, and you can win £100 worth of wine from a local Norfolk wine merchant, CH Wines, as well. So well worth doing. So, without further ado, we shall begin. So make sure you have your pens at the ready, your booze as well. We shall be starting with food and drink. Round 1, food and drink. So eyes down, pens at the ready. Round 1. So we're starting with food and drink, as I said. So number 1, which US state exports the most wine? Which US state exports the most wine? Number 2, what is the French word for a cake shop? What is the French word for a cake shop? Unfortunately, it's not 19 Crimes, Inspector Morse. It is a lovely bottle of the Secretary Bird. Nice little Merlot. I'm not a massive fan of Merlot, but this Merlot is particularly lovely. I think you can get it at Tesco. Not that I want to promote a massive multi-billion company that doesn't give anything back. Number 3. Who had a number 1 record in 1963 with Sweets for My Sweet? Who had a number 1 record in 1963 with Sweets for My Sweet? Number 4. Which mixer was used to take quinine or quinine? Which mixer was used to take quinine? Quinine, made from quinine. I did forget to mention at the beginning of the quiz, this is for fun. I do try and research these questions to 100% accuracy. However, the internet is a rather fickle place, and there's always one smart arse out there. So don't be a knobhead. Number 5. Which German spirit is flavoured with caraway seeds and distilled from potatoes? Which German spirit is flavoured with caraway seeds and distilled from potatoes. Number 6. What is special about porcini mushrooms? What is special about porcini mushrooms? I wouldn't say it's special, but what differentiates porcini mushrooms from regular mushies? Then, Dave, I'll be doing repeats at the end of the round. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Shayla, please can you stop shouting the answers? Other people will hear. Number 7. 151 Bacardi, rum, Malibu, and pineapple juice make up which cocktail? 151 Bacardi, rum, Malibu, and pineapple juice make up which cocktail? 151 rum, pineapple juice, Malibu, caribou, get them all numb. Number 8. What type of oranges are traditionally used to make marmalade? What type of oranges are traditionally used to make marmalade? Paddington's favourite, of course, before Marmite had their way with him. Oh dear, sticky. Number 9. What beverage first went on sale in the United States of America in 1886? What beverage first went on sale in the USA in 1886? And lastly, number 10. What pastry is used to make profiteroles? What pastry is used to make profiteroles? So we'll go through the repeats. Any repeats, write them in the comments section of the live feed. I know Ben has requested number 3. Who had a number 1 record in 1963 with Sweets for My Sweet? Very loosely connected to food and drink, of course. Sweets, confection. You know what I was trying to do there. Slip your curveball. Scorched. Inspector Norse. Any more repeats, guys? Any more repeats? I will go through them very quickly. Number 1, which US state exports the most wine? Number 2, what is the French word for a cake shop? Number 3, who had a number 1 record in 1963 with Sweets for My Sweet? Number 4, which mixer is made from quinine or quinine? Number 5, which German spirit is flavoured with caraway seeds and distilled from potatoes? Number 6, what is special about porcini mushrooms? Number 7, 151 Bacardi rum, Malibu, and pineapple juice make up which cocktail? Number 8, what type of oranges are traditionally used to make marmalade? Number 9, what beverage first went on sale in the USA in 1886? And lastly, number 10, what pastry is used to make profiteroles? Felix and Mia, did you get those ones? I did go through them rather quickly there. Number 5 and number 2 again. Number 5, which German spirit is flavoured with caraway seeds and distilled from potatoes? And number 2, what is the French word for a cake shop? Right, on to round 2, guest round. Guest round tonight is all about Norwich. I thought as the first one we will do a Norwich one. It is multiple choice. You may put down the letters A, B, C or D if you can't be bothered or too lazy to write out the full answer. Some are true or false as well, including the first one. So, oh dear, this is very, very complicated to use this thing. We're now on to round 2. Round 2 is the guest round. So, number 1. Norwich was founded by the Romans. True or false? Norwich was founded by the Romans. True or false? It's a 50-50 chance of getting this right. Number 2. In 1096, the Normans moved the East Anglian diocesan, sorry for my pronunciation of this word I've never heard or seen before, diocesan to see Norwich. Where was the original Anglo-Saxon cathedral? Was it A, Saxmundham, B, Cromer, C, North Elmham, or D, King's Lynn? In 1066, the Normans moved the East Anglian diocesan C to Norwich. Where was the original Anglo-Saxon cathedral? Saxmundham, Cromer, North Elmham, or King's Lynn? Don't want to go to King's Lynn. Only joking, all you King's Lynnians. I'm sure it's lovely. It is lovely, actually, apart from when that horrible mist rolls off the estuary there. It's rather spooky. Number 3, for a period of about 250 years, Norwich was the biggest city in England after London. Approximately when was this? Was it A, 1200 to 1450, B, 1450 to 1700, C, 1050 to 1300, or D, 900 to 1150? These are all Anno Domini, AD of course. For a period of about 250 years, Norwich was the biggest city in England after London. Approximately when was this? Was it A, 1200 to 1450, B, 1450 to 1700, C, 1050 to 1300, or D, 900 to 1150? As a few people have pointed out, there is the Joker card option to play. Obviously, if you play it, you may play it once and only once. You will receive double points for every correct answer you put down in that round. You will have the opportunity to play them before the marking commences. Number 4. How many medieval churches does the former walled area of Norwich contain in addition to the cathedral? Is it 6, B, 17, C, 11, or D, 32? How many medieval churches does the former walled area of Norwich contain in addition to the cathedral? Is it A, 6, B, 17, C, 11, or D, 32? Richard Wood, we're currently on guest round, round 2, guest round, top right-hand corner of your quiz sheet if you have printed it. It's all about Norwich. Number 5. Number 5. In the 16th century, Norwich acquired a sizable foreign population. Who were they? Was it A, Jews from Portugal, B, Roman Catholics from Scandinavia, C, Unitarians from Hungary, or D, Calvinists from the Spanish Netherlands? In the 16th century, Norwich acquired a sizable foreign population. Who were they? Was it A, Jews from Portugal, B, Roman Catholics from Scandinavia, B, Unitarians from Hungary, or D, Calvinists from the Spanish Netherlands? I've got love for you if you were from the Spanish Netherlands. And to answer Inspector Morse, I assume that's Carl Mackenzie, I am wearing trousers and booties. On to number 6. In the English Civil War, Norwich supported Parliament. Is this true or false? In the English Civil War, Norwich supported Parliament. Is that true or false? Number 7. Which of these people was not born in Norwich? Not born in Norwich. Was it A. Elizabeth Fry? B. Harriet Martineau? C. John Cromes Sr.? Or D. Horatio Nelson? Which of these people was not born in Norwich? Was it A. Elizabeth Fry, B. Harriet Martineau, C. John Cromes Sr., or D. Horatio Nelson? Ooh, wine time. Look at that, you can't do wine bottles like that as smoothly as I can, I don't think. Let's get that right filled up there. If I spill this, it's going to go all over Peter and Sean's carpets. Let's hope that doesn't happen. If it does, I have to get the vanish out. Number 8. From 1850 to 1910, Norwich was economically depressed. What was the most important reason for this? Was it A. the decline in agriculture in the surrounding areas? B. its distance from the coal fields? C. poor communications with London? Or D. a decline in the entrepreneurial spirit of the people of Norwich? From 1850 to 1910, and also in the early part of 2020, Norwich was economically depressed. What was the most important reason for this? For the earlier dates, of course. A. the decline of agriculture in the surrounding areas. B. its distance from the coal fields. C. poor communications with London. Or D. a decline in the entrepreneurial spirit of the people of Norwich. I do really need this laptop to go down a bit more, don't I? So you can't see it. Oh, but then I can't reach it. Almost there, guys, on the guess round. Number 9. The University of East Anglia, or UEI, was founded in the 1920s as a living war memorial with a practical, forward-looking purpose. Is this true or false? The University of East Anglia, Norwich, was founded in the 1920s as a living war memorial with a practical, forward-looking purpose. True or false? Inspector Morse, you're always depressed. And lastly, number 10. In World War II, some members of the British Armed Forces wrote the mysterious inscription Norwich, Norwich, on letters and even postcards to their wives or girlfriends. What on earth did this mean? Was it A. I'm in Norwich, Connecticut, won't be back for ages? Was it B. I'm in Norwich, back soon? C. Nick us off ready when I come home? Or D. in Norfolk, Cheshire, back soon? In World War II, some members of the British Armed Forces wrote the mysterious inscription Norwich, Norwich, in big capital letters on letters and even postcards to their wives or girlfriends. What on earth did this mean? Was it A. I'm in Norwich, Connecticut, won't be back for ages? B. I'm in Norwich, back soon? C. Nick us off ready when I come home? Or D. I'm in Norfolk, Cheshire, back soon? I'm going to do individual repeats for this one. I'm not going to go through them all again because they are rather long. So any individual repeats from round 2, guest round, all about Norwich. I'll give you a few moments there to decide. That looks like a no. Okay, so we're going to move on. So this is the final round before we go into a break. So we're now on to round 3, and round 3 is entertainment. So eyes down, pens at the ready. Entertainment number 1. Which US pop sensation made her movie debut in the movie Crossroads? Which US pop sensation made her movie debut in the movie Crossroads? Julie and Amy, we will go back to round 2 after we've done this one. Number 2, which actress appeared in the films Bugsy Malone and Taxi Driver at the age of just 14 years old? Which actress appeared in the films Bugsy Malone and Taxi Driver at the age of just 14 years old? She was only 14 years old. The worst Michael Caine impression I think ever. Oh. Do you like my surroundings, by the way? This is my humble abode. It's rather lovely. I would show you a picture of the rest of the room, but it's not possible. I might spill on my wine, you see. Number 3, in which 1970s musical film starred Angela Lansbury as a trainee witch? In which 1970s musical film starred Angela Lansbury as a trainee witch? One of my favourite films of all time, I might add. Number 4. Which children's animated TV series was narrated by Ringo Starr, a.k.a. Richard Starkey? Which children's animated TV series was narrated by Ringo Starr? Cheers, Charlie. Number 5. David Prowse is famous for playing the role of Darth Vader in the Star Wars films. But which other famous fictional character did he play on British television? David Prowse is famous for playing the role of Darth Vader, the body of Darth Vader, in the Star Wars films, the early original 3. But which other famous fictional character did he play on British TV screens? Television, not film. And no, it was not Candle Shoe. Although it is a brilliant film, starring David Niven and Jodie Foster. Number 6. Complete this car's name. The Arkansas... What? Complete this car's name. The Arkansas... What? If you're a fan of wacky races, you should know that one. Number 7. What is the name of Ned Flanders' late wife in the TV's The Simpsons? What is the name of Ned Flanders' late wife in TV's The Simpsons? Ned's last words to her were, "No footlongs." They're at a some sort of Talladega rally race. He wanted a t-shirt, or Homer wanted a t-shirt. Homer ducked down and the t-shirt cannon got her and knocked her off the old stadium. And she was just coming back with some footlongs for Ned. Hot dogs. Number 8. Who played Morpheus in the futuristic thriller The Matrix? Who played Morpheus in a futuristic thriller The Matrix? Or as my housemate Sean likes to call him, that's Morris and Neil. And Tracy. Morris, Neil and Tracy. Who played Morpheus in the futuristic thriller The Matrix? Number 9. Which singer went to prison in 1998 after he got an imposter to do his community service? Which singer went to prison in 1998 after he got an imposter to do his community service? And lastly, number 10. What is the robot's name in the movies Short Circuit 1 and 2? What is the robot's name in the movies Short Circuit 1 and 2? Dos. Uno and dos. Short Circuit uno and dos. Right, guys, any repeats from entertainment? Actually, because they're quite short, I will go through them all very quickly with you. So, entertainment number 1. Which US pop sensation made her movie debut in the movie Crossroads? Number 2. Which actress appeared in the films Bugsy Malone and Taxi Driver at the age of just 14 years old? Number 3. In which 1970s musical film starred Angela Lansbury as a trainee witch? Number 4. Which children's animated TV series was narrated by Ringo Starr? Number 5. David Prowse is famous for playing the role of Darth Vader's body in the original Star Wars films, but which other famous fictional character did he play on British television? Number 6. Complete the car's name. The Arkansas what? Complete the car's name. The Arkansas what for number 6. Number 7. What is the name of Ned Flanders' late wife in TV's The Simpsons? Number 8. Who played Morpheus in the futuristic thriller The Matrix? Number 9. Which singer went to prison in 1998 after he got an imposter to do his community service? And lastly, number 10. What is the robot's name in the movies Short Circuit 1 and 2? Are we happy? Right, I'm just going to go back to round 2 for some of the other quizzes. So, let's have a look here. We want number 5, 3, 4, 5, and 6 from round 2. So round 2, guess round Norwich. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number 3. For a period of about 250 years, Norwich was the biggest city in England after London. Approx when was this? Was it A, 1200 to 1450 AD, B, 1450 to 1700 AD, C, 1050 to 1300 AD, or D, 900 to 1150 AD? Number 4, how many medieval churches does the former walled area of Norwich contain in addition to the cathedral? Is it A, 6, B, 17, C, 11, or D, 32? Number 5. In the 16th century, Norwich acquired a sizable foreign population. Who were they? Was it A, Jews from Portugal, B, Roman Catholics from Scandinavia, C, Unitarians from Hungary, or D, Calvinists from the Spanish Netherlands? And number 6. In the English Civil War, Norwich supported Parliament. True or false? There we go. So if you're playing with other members in your household, in your lockdown household, or if you're playing individually and not in teams but against other people, you may, if you wish to, swap your answer sheets over. However, this is, of course, for fun, so cheating is a bit of a moot point. You can cheat all you want, but it's all for fun, so you're only cheating yourselves, you slags. So we will go through the answers, starting with, obviously, round 1, food and drink. So number 1, which US state exports the most wine? It was California. Number 2, what is the French word for a cake shop? Patisserie. As in Patisserie Valerie, the famous chain. Number 3, who had a number 1 record in 1963 with Sweets from a Sweet? It was The Searchers. I was hard looking for that question. Number 4, which mixer is used with quinine? It's tonic water. That question was a bit funny. Number 5, which German spirit is flavoured with caraway seeds and distilled from potatoes? Schnapps. Good old schnapps. Number 6, what is special about porcini mushrooms? Special, they're dried out. Number 7, 151 Bacardi rum, Malibu and pineapple juice make up a Caribou Lou. Those of you who know me know it's my favourite go-to cocktail. And I can sing the song by Tech9 word for word. Number 8. What type of oranges are traditionally used to make marmalade? Seville oranges. Number 9. Which beverage first went on sale in the USA in 1886? Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. And number 10. What pastry is used to make profiteroles? Choux pastry. Choux. If you spell it S-H-O-E or S-H-O-O, absolutely fine. The correct spelling is C-H-O-U-X. It's French, but we're not going to pick you up on incorrect spelling. On to round 2, guest round. Thank you, Rich. Yes, we'll get the Caribaloos on when the pubs crack open. So on to round 2, Norwich. Norwich was founded by the Romans. That's false. It was founded by someone else. Number 2. In 1066, the Normans moved the East Anglian diocesan seat to Norwich, where was the original Anglo-Saxon cathedral. It was in North Elmham. Yeah, that famous place, North Elmham. Number 3, for a period of about 250 years, Norwich was the biggest city in England after London. This was B, between 1450 and 1700 AD. Yay, go Norwich. Number 4, how many medieval churches does the former walled area of Norwich contain, in addition to the cathedral? That was D, 32. Oh. Number 5, in the 16th century, Norwich acquired a sizable, foreign population. They were D, Calvinists from the Spanish Netherlands. Excuse me. Number 6, in the English Civil War, Norwich supported Parliament. That was true. Proper Tory boys. Number 7, which of these people was not born in Norwich? That was surprisingly D, Horatio Nelson. He grew up here and did a lot of courting and frolicking here, and was based here during that war he was in. But he wasn't actually born here. So, number 8, from 1850 to 1910, Norwich was economically depressed. It was because of B, its distance from the coal fields. Number 9, the University of East Anglia, UEI, was founded in the 20s as a living war memorial with practical, forward-looking purpose. That's false. It was designed and built because there was a huge surge in brutalism, and a great brutalist architect whose name slips my mind at this present moment wanted to build a big old building, and I thought they'd build a university. Number 10, in World War II, some members of the British Armed Forces wrote the mysterious inscription Norwich on letters and even postcards to their wives and girlfriends. What did this mean? That was C, knickers off ready when I come home. How bloody rude. On to round 3, entertainment. Number 1. Which US pop sensation made her movie debut in the movie Crossroads? That's Britney Spears. I think a lot of you have done a Britney Spears breakdown of 2007 and shaved your heads off. Well done. Number 2, which actress appeared in the films Bugsy Malone and Taxi Driver at the age of just 14 years old? Jodie Foster. Number 3, in which 1970s musical film starred Angela Lansbury as a trainee witch? That was Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Number 4, which children's animated TV series was narrated by Ringo Starr? That was Thomas the Tank Engine. Stamp your feet, Craig and Cowan. Whoever else in the Art Jake is watching. Number 5, David Prowse is famous for playing the role of Darth Vader in Star Wars films, as the body of Darth Vader, of course. But which other famous fictional character did he appear as on British television? He was the Green Cross Code Man, the big tall guy. Number 6, complete this card's name. Arkansas Chuggabug. The Arkansas Chuggabug from, of course, Wacky Races, Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Number 7, what is the name of Ned Flanders' late wife in TV's The Simpsons? Maud Flanders, of course. She passed away. Number 8, who played Morpheus in the futuristic thriller The Matrix? That was Lawrence Fishburne. If you put Samuel Jackson, you're wrong and racist, and you get minus points. Number 9, which singer went to prison in 1998 after he got an imposter to do his community service? Mark Morrison. Mark Morrison. And lastly, number 10, what is the robot's name in the movies Short Circuit 1 and 2 as Johnny or Johnny 5? So, I'd like you to obviously tell me your scores so far, whether you've played a joke card or not, in the comments box. We are going to go on a short break right now, about 5 minutes, so it's time to go for a cigarette, pour yourself another lovely glass of booze, and also go and play the raffle. The link is in the About section of the YouTube channel, and it is at the top of the comments list. Plus, it is plastered all over the Danger Dave's Quiz Nights Facebook page. Do enter, please do enter. It does go for a good cause, and you do get to win lovely, lovely wine. It is a cracking selection of wine, I might add. And all tickets need to be sold before the draw can be drawn. So please do share it around. It's only £2 a go. You can buy as many tickets as you like. Please do that. So, as I said, while we're in the break, do tell me your scores so far, and we'll go through where we get back. So, see you in a bit. Bye. forgot to turn on some of the microphone things. I tell you what, the craziest, most pain in the ass thing about all of this was the microphone setup. Hopefully, I think I've got both of them going. The computer in front of me and this, I don't know. I haven't got a monitor to hear myself. But anyway, thank you. I hope you all had a good cigarette break, or break to stretch your legs, or to add up your scores, or to get some more lovely alcohol in you. So we've had a few people. Obviously, I can't read out everyone's scores, but I think the top players so far, we have John with Thomas the Wank Engine. They've got 36 so far. They have played their Joker, of course. Lisa and Glenn are 31. We have the Quarantine Queens. They play their Joker on Entertainment. They've got 27, as have the Nash family and James Yule's team as well. So well done, guys. Just another thing, do go on and grab your tickets for the raffle. As soon as all the tickets are sold, the sooner you can win that lovely wine. 6 bottles, 12 red, 12 white, £100 worth of lovely, delicious, locally sourced wine as well. Also, I did forget to say a massive thank you to Janice Nash for sewing on these lovely new gold buttons for me. As you know, if you've seen me in real person, I only had one purple cotton button left. I did buy some lovely gold buttons a while ago, and the lovely Janice did sew them on for me recently. Thank you very much. Right, so we'll be back, and we're going to be playing, starting with round 4. Round 4 is science and nature. So eyes down, pens at the ready. Science and nature, number 1. Which 2 metals make up brass? Which 2 metals make up brass? Just in another one, Craig Davis, Jilted Lover, has got 30 points so far. Very well done. Bitsy, there's no Star Wars around, unfortunately. West End Gals, Leanna Franklin, 20 points, no joking yet. Well done. Sean's mother here. How are you doing, boy? Love your quiz. Cheers, Chris. You're an absolute star. Hope the big man's watching as well. Number 2, science and nature number 2. What is the second most common element on Earth? What is the most common element on Earth? Common element on Earth. Just a reminder that the Joker card, just put the little J in the box next to the round title. Joker card gets you double points for every correct answer you put down in that round. So all other questions are worth 1 point unless stated otherwise. If you've played the Joker, you get double whatever you've written down and got right. Science nature number 3. Which organ of the human body does hepatitis affect? Which organ of the human body does hepatitis affect? Pop this down over here. It's distracting. Number 4. Who was the first animal in space? What was the animal's name? What was the name of the first animal in space? What was the name of the first animal in space? That was the worst Russian accent ever. Number 5. What does the XP in the operating system, Windows XP, arguably the worst operating system ever made, what does the XP actually stand for in that terrible operating system? What does the XP in the terrible operating system, Windows XP, actually stand for? Number 6. To what was the process of vulcanization applied? To what was the process of vulcanization applied? Oh, there's some lightning. Just a recap on number 2. What's the second most common element on Earth? Number 7. What is the hardest bone in the human body? No rude answers, please. What is the hardest bone in the human body? Can't see me winking with my glasses on. Don't you love it when I do that with the wine? It's great, isn't it? It's not a bad drop of red, that, I have to say. There we go. Very nice drop. Number 8. What fruit is a cantaloupe or cantaloupe, depending on whether you're American or correct? What fruit is a cantaloupe? Number 9. What is the square root of 144? What is the square root of 144? No calculators on your phones. Well, you can do. You're only cheating yourselves, though. Cheaters never prosper and all that. Although, it should be people who don't get found out for cheating. People who get found out for cheating never prosper. Those who don't. Never, I don't know. There's another thing in there somewhere, probably. Don't worry about it. Anyway, lastly, number 10. Which large feline of Asia is sometimes called an ounce? Which large feline of Asia is sometimes called an ounce? O-U-N-C-E. Right, we're going to go through some of the questions again. We're going to do some repeats. I'm going to do the whole lot again, so do listen carefully. If you don't hear your question that you want repeated come up, well, tough titties. So, science nature number 1. Which 2 metals make up brass? It's copper and zinc. Half a point for copper, half a point for zinc. 1 point if you got both correct. Half a point for copper, half a point for zinc. Number 2, what is the second most common element on Earth? I just realised I've given an answer away. I do apologise. What a silly Billy I am. We're doing repeats, not quite answers yet. Number 2, what is the second most common element on Earth? Number 3, which organ of the human body does hepatitis affect? Number 4, who was or what was the name of the first animal in space? Number 5, what does the XP in the operating system Windows XP actually stand for? Number 6, to what was the process of vulcanization applied? Number 7, what is the hardest bone in the human body? Hardest bone in the human body. Number 8, what fruit is a cantaloupe? Number 9, what is the square root of 144? And lastly, number 10, which large feline of Asia is sometimes called an ounce? O-U-N-C-E, ounce. Okay, so we're now into round 5, and round 5 is the music intros round. So if you haven't played the music intros round before, listen very carefully. I have a playlist of 10 tracks. I will go through the playlist once with pauses in between each, so you have time to think and write down. I'll then go through the playlist a second time, this time with no pauses, this time just to give you a recap, a repeat of any you may have missed, so listen carefully. I would like, please, the name of the song and the artist. Name of the song and the artist. You'll get half a point for the song name, half a point for the artist. That's half a point for the song name, half a point for the artist. Now, I hope this works, and I hope that I don't incur any copyright infringements. I will be crediting all sources, and it's not like I'm playing the whole song anyway. So, eyes down, pens at ready, ears open. Round 5, music intros, number 1. Can you hear it okay?
Young teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy.
I want the name of the song and the artist, please. Half a point for each. Number 2.
Software version 7.0.
You might see a theme to these music intros around tonight. Whoever keeps texting me, please stop. I keep getting flashes. Scorched Mackenzie. Number 3. Name of the song and artist, please and thank you. Hear my wine. Number 4.
All my bags are packed, ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door.
I think I need a bow tie, don't I? Perhaps. No! You bastard. Battery couldn't have run out. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to swap to the normal on-screen capture. Huh? I know you can. So, as my camera seems to have run out of battery surprisingly. I don't know how it's fully charged. I don't know what I'm going to do. Bear with me. Technical difficulties. I'm going to see if I can add something else here. There we go. That will have to do for now, I think. Let's bring this a bit bigger. Oh no, not that one. Alright. So not quite as nice, but there we go. That's all we can do, I'm afraid. So sorry about that small bit of interruption there. So on to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Name of the song and artist, please, of course. I've gone off again. How bloody annoying. Bear with me, bear with me. I wasn't expecting this to happen. The follies of live television, eh? You'll be alright in the night, they said. There we go. Alright, let's hope that works. All good? Are we there? Are we there? Are we present and correct? There we go. Alright. On to number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Number 6. Dan Allen, why don't you take a long walk off a short pier, my darling? Ta-ta. Number 7. Name of the song and artist, please. Number 8. Name of the song and the artist, remember? And number 9. And lastly, number 10. Right, guys, I'm going to go through the playlist once more, this time with no pauses. This time just to give you a recap, a repeat of any you may have missed, so listen carefully. Remember, I need the name of the song and the artist. Name of the song and the artist, please. You'll get half a point for song name, half a point for artist. Number 1. I'm going to wind this one on a bit.
Young teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy.
Number 2. Three. Four.
All my bags are packed, ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door.
5. Jesus Christ. 6. 7. 8. 9. Number 9. Number 9. Cheers, Glenn. Ten.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? Got like you should bear warning. It's dangerous. I'm flying.
Actually, a lot, my darlings. Ooh. Remember, I need the name of the song and the artist. Name of the song and the artist. So that means we are. This logistically is so annoying. So that means we're now on to round 6, the final round. So, oh, that didn't work. Oh, I know why. Let's try that again. We're on round 5. We transition. No, we don't want round 5. We want round 6. Transition. It didn't work. Don't worry about it. We're going to do it another time. We'll try that one more time. And that didn't work. Right, so we're now on to round 6. It is the final round, unfortunately, but it is all on general knowledge. Now, before we go on to general knowledge, I would like you all, if you have alcohol in your hands, to raise it. Grab it in your hand. Raise it up. And I want us to all take a big old gulp before we go on to this final round. So, bottoms up, chin chin, all the best. Prost. Yum yum yum. I hope you all did it. I'm out of wine. Oh no, actually. Hidden can of Heineken. Yeah. Yum yum yum. Right, so we're going to start with obviously question 1 of general knowledge, round 6. So eyes down, pens are ready for the final time this evening. General knowledge number 1. Which early Charles Dickens novel features the characters Wackford and Fanny Squeers, Smike, Newman Noggs, and the Cheeryble Brothers? Which early Charles Dickens novel features the characters Wackford and Fanny Squeers, Smike, Newman Noggs, and the Cheeryble Brothers? Chin chin. What beer do you drink? Heineken? No, you don't want to drink Heineken. Heineken's piss. You want to drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. Number 2. Aminu International Airport. That's Aminu. Aminu International Airport is in which country? Oh my god. Aminu International Airport is in which country? Number 3. In which country is the town of Tequila? Wrong song. In which country is the town of Tequila? That'll do. Number 4. Which king was the target of the Rye House plot? Which king was the target of the Rye House plot? R-Y-E. Rye House plot. Number 5. What would you keep in a bandbox? What would you keep in a bandbox? Cheers, Chip. Number 6. What was the name of Long John Silver's parrot? What was the name of Long John Silver's parrot? Jim lad, Jim my boy. Where's the name of him parrot? I think I might be a little bit squiffy. Almost a whole bottle of wine and a couple of beers. Quaffed, squiffy, blotted, blotted. Soused, pickled, inebriated, smashed. Ferrari. Huh. Number 7. Number 7. In which city is Checkpoint Charlie Museum? In which city is Checkpoint Charlie Museum? Number 8. Number 8. I don't. If you put things like dashboard or windscreen, I will remove points for this number 8. Number 8. Prince Charles once said, "Diana only married me so she could go through what?" Prince Charles once said, "Diana only married me so she could go through what?" Diana only married me so she could go through what? And no, Shayla, I did not miss 6. You just weren't listening. Thank you, David Tillier, Team Thomas the Wank Engine, are very much enjoying playing along live. Good, good, good. This is what I like to hear. Hopefully this will be the first of many. Number 9! Number 9. Number 9. What is the longest single-span bridge in Great Britain? Mediocre Britain. What is the longest single-span bridge in Britain? French tunnel? It's not a bridge, is it? A French tunnel. Tunnel is a tunnel. Knob. And lastly, number 10. How can you tell the white balls apart in billiards? How can you tell the white balls apart in billiards? I've played billiards a million times and had no clue on this one. Johnny Cash in the attic. What's he doing up there? I've been up in my loft all these days. Right, guys, I'm going to go through the repeats for general knowledge, round 6. So, number 1. Which early Charles Dickens novel features the characters Wackford and Fanny Squeers, Smike, Newman Noggs, and the Cheeryble Brothers? Number 2. Aminu International Airport is in which country? Number 3. In which country is the town of Tequila? Number 4. Which king was the target of the Rye House plot? Number 5. What would you keep in the bandbox? Sorry, I'm just reading some comments. They're all merging into one. My eyes are quite bad, the screen's quite far away, and the writing's quite small, and I keep... Don't worry about it. Number 5. What would you keep in a bandbox? Number 6. Here's one for you, Shayla and Max. Number 6. What was the name of Long John Silver's parrot? Number 7. In which city is Checkpoint Charlie Museum? Number 8. Prince Charles once said Diana only married me so she could go through what? Number 9. What is the longest single-span bridge in Britain? Mediocre Britain. Broken Britain. And lastly, number 10. How can you tell? Oh, I see. And number 10. How can you tell the white balls apart in billiards? Sorry, Tash. I've just realised you were referring to number 8 and not number 9. There we go. Scorched Mackenzie. I might be a little bit squiffy, you know. Rapido file. Right, so if you are in obviously more than one person in the room, or you're playing separately, or you have more than one team, you may swap your sheets around now for a bit of more of a fair marking. As I said, this is for fun. Cheaters never prosper. So we will start with science and nature. So number 1, which 2 metals make up brass? Copper and zinc. Half a point for copper, half a point for zinc. You should have all got that one, as I made the mistake of giving you the answer earlier when I was going through the repeats, thinking it was the answers. Number 2, what is the second most common element on Earth? Silicon. Silicon. Number 3, which organ of the human body does hepatitis affect? It's the liver, dear. Number 4, who was the first animal in space? It is Laika, the dog. Laika, the Russian bitch. Female dog. Number 5, what does the XP in the operating system, Windows XP, actually stand for? Experience. You might know this if you're a game player. Experience points. Experience. Number 6, to what was the process of vulcanization applied? Rubber. Number 7, what is the hardest bone in the human body? The jawbone. Oh, well old. Number 8, what fruit is a cantaloupe? Is a melon. Number 9, what is the square root of 144? 12. 12. And lastly, number 10, which large feline of Asia is sometimes called an ounce? It's a snow leopard. Snow leopard. Okay, on to round 5, music intros round. Remember, you get half a point for the song name, half a point for the artist. So number 1 was Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police, or as they're now known, Sting. Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police. Half a point for Don't Stand So Close to Me. Half a point for The Police. Number 2, Toxicity by System of a Down, or SOAD, SOAD. Number 3, Harder to Breathe by Maroon 5. Number 4, Leaving on a Jet Plane by John Denver. Number 5, Stayin' Alive by Bee Gees. Inspector Morse, your horseshit. Number 6, Time Is Running Out by Muse. Number 7, Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. Number 8, I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. Number 9, Isolation by Joy Division. It's kind of a ironic name. They were miserable and they were a group. And lastly, number 10, Toxic by Britney Spears. It's Britney, bitch. On to general knowledge. Number 1, which early Charles Dickens novel features the characters Wackford and Fanny Squeers? Smike, Newman Noggs, and the Cheeryble brothers is Nicholas Nickleby. Number 2, Aminu International Airport is in which country? Nigeria. Oh my goodness. Number 3, in which country is the town of Tequila? It's Mexico. Number 4, which king was the target of Rye House plot? That was the Tiger King. Charles II. Charles II, the sequel. Number 5, what would you keep in a bandbox? Surprisingly, hats. Hats and things you keep in a bandbox. Number 6, what was the name of Long John Silver's parrot? It's Captain Flint. Number 7, in which city is Checkpoint Charlie Museum? Berlin. There's actually a McDonald's on the old Checkpoint Charlie. Didn't you know that? Number 8, Prince Charles once said, "Dinah only murdered me so she could go through red lights." Red lights. He was a bit of a red light himself. Having affairs everywhere. Number 9, what is the longest single-span bridge in Great Britain? The Humber Bridge. And lastly, number 10, how can you tell the white balls apart in billiards? I've played billiards in a multitude of pubs. Chip, if you know better than I do, as you used to be a billiards team captain, please tell me. I've never noticed that one of them has a black spot on it. One has a black spot is the answer. I've never noticed. Never ever. Maybe the billiard tables that I've played in the Plasterers and the King's Head and the White Lion and the Coach and Horses haven't got the black spot white ball. There we go. Right, so add up your scores, my darlings. Add them up, and I'd like to see what you have got. So put your final scores in the comment box. We're going to go on a little break now. A little break, I should say. I just want to come back to this in a moment and see what the scores are. So whack your scores in now, so you don't have to look at my horrible, horrible face. I'm going to put the break on now as well. There we go. Play the raffle. Hi guys, well done again. I've just obviously messaged a few of you back there Very, very well done indeed. Thank you so much for playing tonight. A reminder, this is obviously for fun. And I wanted to do something for you guys. I know it's taken 7 or 8 weeks to get around to doing this. It's taken me a couple of weeks to get this actually sorted and looking, and it's still not properly finished. The camera ran out of battery, the mic's still a bit knackered, but everything else, it's taken me a long time to work out this software. So thank you very much for bearing with me, putting up with me, and hopefully enjoying it. Do remember, do get some tickets from the raffle. Please share that link around as well. Not only does it benefit me in part, it also benefits the Norwich Soup Movement, local charity for homeless people and etc. And also you get something out of it as well. You get you could possibly win a massive crate of wine from CH Wines. So please do. I should be doing these every week. Either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. The details can be confirmed over the weekend or early next week. This will be, I think, live. Again, YouTube is new to me for live streaming, so hopefully this will be recorded, so anyone who hasn't had the opportunity to watch tonight can watch it at a late date if they've had work or another quiz. One of my mates said, I've got another quiz tonight, probably something on Zoom with their workmates who've got babies as well, not bad. But yeah, it is recorded, so you can play along at home on a pre-recorded thing. Obviously, if you want to cheat by all means, but it, messes up the point of it. I just want to say thank you so much for coming down. I don't know how many viewers I've had tonight. Cal messaged me earlier, said at one point I had about 115 viewers, so thank you very much. Please share this around. I'd like to get a lot more viewers. I want to bring something back to you guys, and after not having a break for over 18 months, having this quarantine break was great, but I missed work, so yeah. I'm glad to be back. Sorry about the camera messing up tonight as well. I didn't realise the battery would run out that quickly, but I suppose if the sensor's on, it does overheat and gets... So if anyone's got a spare battery for a Canon 5D Mark III, let me know. Or if anyone knows how to power source directly from mains to a DSLR, that'd be great. But once again, thank you very much. You've all been amazing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye, my freaky darlings. Goodbye.